Just hang on. Can you guys hear me? What's happening, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I hate waking up early. And if you're one of those super freaks that wakes up at 5 or 6 in the morning, you can probably click off this video now and go ahead and give yourself a big fat medal. Because that's not me. But in all seriousness though, I actually really do hate waking up early, and this video is not really meant to offend anybody that loves to get up early or has a high quality of life because they get up early. If you do, congratulations, it's just not for me. So this video is for all the people out there that kind of share this hate for waking up early, and I'm talking to those people. So pretty much my story of waking up early has always been a hate one. It's never been a love-hate, it's always been hate. Ever since I was young and I had to wake up early for school, I remember kicking and screaming, not wanting to get out of bed, and I think there's even a funny video of this. I'm going to try to dig it up and put it in here for you. Getting up early has never been my thing, and people always used to say back then, like, oh yeah, you'll get used to it, or you know, you'll just start adapting to getting up early. But what happened was, after 18 years of going to school, I never got used to getting up early. In fact, in a lot of ways, it felt like it just got harder. And I remember one of the last jobs I had before Illinois, or before I left Illinois and came to Florida, was I was detailing cars, and I had to be to work at 8 in the morning, I think. So I had to be up by 7, and that was pretty early. And I had to get up even earlier than that when I had to go to school. But anyhow, I had to get up at 7, and by the time I used to get home from work at 4 o'clock, I was so exhausted from getting up early every day that I would just pass out in my recliner for like an hour or two. And then I would be up again until like 2 o'clock in the morning, because at heart, I'm a night owl. Like, that's just my body's natural rhythm, you know? I want to stay up late. I feel good staying up late. There's like a calmness to staying up late. I feel like once you pass that 1 in the morning mark, there's just like this silence that you don't get during the day, because everybody's asleep mostly. The rest of the world around you is sleeping, and you feel like you're one of the only ones awake, and you get to have like those moments of clarity where you can just think straight and concentrate on the next day or your goals or whatever it might be at the moment. And that's a really good feeling. So actually, the time from like 11 o'clock at night till 2 or 3 in the morning when I usually go to bed, that's my favorite part of the day. I really enjoy that part of the day a lot. When you stay up that late, it's pretty hard to get up early. And getting up early is just not a natural thing for me. There's a lot of people out there that can just get up and they feel energized and they want to be up by 5 or 6 a.m. But to me, getting up before sunrise is like just not natural. I mean, who does that? If you're doing that for like a purpose and you feel like you have to do it but you don't really want to, then I feel like you're just fighting your body's natural rhythm, and there's no way that that can be healthy. Because number one, you're definitely not getting enough sleep if you're doing that, and two, you're not following your gut, which I made a video about right here, which you need to check out if that's you, and you need to start following your gut. Make sure you like this video if you're getting value out of this, by the way, because that'll really help my channel, and it will help YouTube show this video to other people out there like you who really hate waking up early. So make sure you hit the like button. Also leave me a comment below, because, well, just do it. Yeah, just leave a comment. I don't really care what you say. Just say something about the video or whatever comes to your mind at the moment. Just do it. So when I first got into the real estate business, I thought that I was gonna have to get up early because, you know, being in the real estate business is sort of like an office job, or kind of like goes a little bit in the same schedule with like the 9 to 5 people. Like sometimes people just expect you to be working during those 9 to 5 hours if you're a realtor. But then I remembered that I work for myself and everybody else can just kiss my ass. I decided I wasn't going to get up early. I was going to just get up when I felt like it. And that has been working now pretty well for me for a while now. I'm not really sure how long I've been doing that, but probably at least the last 5, 6, 7 years. I've been getting up whenever I feel like it, and typically that's anywhere between like 9:30 in the morning all the way up till noon. But typically on most days it's between 10 and 11. That's like my sweet spot. Because if I'm going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning, then I need to get my 8 hours too, just like everybody else. Some people will say they don't need 8 hours, but I do. 8 to 9 hours is my ideal sleep period. So if I get those 8 to 9 hours, that means I'm sleeping, till 10, 11, sometimes noon, depending on when I go to bed or how tired I am or how much rest my body needs. And to me, if you're waking up when you feel like it, that really contributes a lot to your quality of life, let me tell you. Because there's nothing better, there's not a better feeling to me than just getting up every day whenever you feel like it, when your body feels naturally rested, when your eyes open, feeling like, I feel good to get up, not some stupid fucking alarm clock going off in your ear and it's still dark outside and you're like, what am I doing? That's not natural. It just isn't. And I know it sounds like I'm ripping on people that get up early, and in a small way I kind of am, because I think it's kind of crazy. But I understand that a lot of people have real jobs that they have to get to, and their jobs start early and they want to try to get things done before work, and that's fine. If that works for you, that's your routine, then by all means knock yourself out. And like I said, this video is for people that want to stop doing that because they're just tired of it and they feel like it's not natural for them. If it feels good, then just keep doing it. But if it doesn't feel good, then you might want to start thinking about some ways that you can change that. So a few things that you can probably do to fight against this is you can probably try to change the hours that you're working at your job. If you really can't stand waking up early, then maybe you can start going in a few hours later, talk to your boss and say, hey man, I think I'll be more productive if you let me come in 2 or 3 hours later, and of course I'll work 2 or 3 hours later. And there can be a lot of benefits to that for you. You can start avoiding rush hour traffic, and you'll be able to start getting more sleep. You might even be able to start waking up without an alarm clock, and that'd be pretty nice. I have to say, I think it's pretty nice. I mean, I love doing that. I know like a lot of entrepreneurs out there, and there's a lot of YouTube videos and things like that that are talking about like people changing their lives when they start waking up at 5 a.m. But let me let you on a little secret here. You don't actually have to get up at 5 a.m. to like be more productive or, live a more fulfilled life. In reality, you should get up and live the time of day that feels best for you. Whether it's 5 a.m., whether it's 9 a.m., whether it's noon, whether it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter. One thing you have to remember is that it's your life. So you can't just keep doing things that you feel like other people want you to do just because you feel like you have to do it. Because you don't. You really don't. You really, really don't. So if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur and you want to start working for yourself, then you can actually start waking up whatever time you want. But the important thing is that you do productive activities throughout the day that are really going to work towards your goals. You're not just sleeping till noon every day and then you get up and do nothing and watch some TV and then, all of a sudden it's bedtime again. No, that's not what I'm saying. It means that you're working later than most people. Most people are getting off of work at 5 o'clock. Maybe you're just getting started with your work day. Maybe you're going to work from like 5 o'clock till 10 o'clock hard, for those 5 hours. And you can get a lot done in 5 hours. If you really put your nose to the grindstone and just go for it, you can get a lot done in those 5 hours. So it doesn't matter which hours of the day you decide to choose to sleep or work or whatever. The important thing that I'm talking about here is making sure it's the right time for you. Remember to check out some more of my videos here, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video.